going to be heading into the middle of this country by and then actually the next couple of days. That's going to be starting off a little bit further to the west. So this is the disturbance that we're watching. This is what's going to be moving east, and it'll be impacting the area by later this week, actually. So this afternoon, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at Fort Smith, seeing a few sprinkles of showers heading your way, but much of the activity is pushing through Little Rock, and then we're going to go ahead and take in the big picture across the Midwest. Not much activity, but that will change as we get through the next several hours. So starting around 2-3 p.m. this afternoon, this is all in Central Time, we're starting to see the first signs of activity. Some showers that are popping up across Minneapolis, heading towards Kansas City. And as we get into about 9 p.m. Central Time, check out what's happening to the west. There's lots of storms, lots of activity heading east, and it picks up as we get into midnight tonight. So expect lots of heavy rain, some lightning as well as we see some storms developing. And let's go ahead and see the overall pattern. Tomorrow, even more activity is expected. We have a lot of moisture pulling up from the south, and that'll be heading north, and it's going to allow a very unstable air mass, allowing for some more lift to develop. And that's several of the ingredients that we need for these thunderstorms to pick up. We also have these upper level winds adding to or additional lifts. So tomorrow, here's that severe area that we're expecting, that red area, so including North Platte, Rapid City, Cheyenne, Dodge City, as well as getting close to Omaha. In that orange area, you can also expect some thunderstorms. But in that red, we do have a torcon of 3 for much of Nebraska. That means you have about a 30% chance of seeing a tornado within 50 miles. Taking a closer look at Omaha's forecast over the next couple of days, we're looking at thunderstorms developing Tuesday morning. They continue Tuesday night, Wednesday, and all the way into Wednesday night as well. Nick? The shorts, the tank tops, because you're going to need it. These temperatures remain very hot. It's definitely going to feel kind of sauna-like with all the humidity across the area. A little bit further north, we're looking at Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi. Line of storms traveling along I-40 as we speak. Lots of heavy rain and lightning associated with this line of storms. Zooming out, we have more storms developing, impacting Huntsville, Birmingham, and even into Nashville. And zooming out even more, we still see a lot of activity across much of the southeast. So this is going to be our stormy week that we're going to be keeping in track over the next several days. We have a stationary front draped across the boundary right over here, and this will keep all that moisture kind of trapped just south of that, and it'll be fueling in all these storms as they continue to chug away towards the east. And again, they are going to be very slow moving storms, so again, the threat for flooding remains very high. Let's time it out with our high-res future radar starting around 5-6 p.m. this evening. 7 p.m. we're looking at a line of storms approaching Atlanta, Nashville, Little Rock, Jackson. You're kind of in those more popcorn showers, and things kind of taper off a little bit by around 10 p.m. Eastern time. Again, mainly the western side of the southeast. That's where you're going to be seeing most of the showers taper off, but a lot of that rain is going to be continuing up to an inch in most spots, 1 to 2 inches in the harder hit areas. The solar eclipse is coming. We're exactly 1 week away from it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the track and where you have the best chance of seeing totality, the total solar eclipse. So the line in the yellow indicates the areas in the cities that are in the path where you will have 100% of the eclipse. You'll be able to see 100% of it. Starting from Madras to Jackson Hole, Carbondale, Nashville, and Clemson, all across the United States, you're going to be able to see it. But if you're not in that yellow area, let's go ahead and see 90%. Now you're in that gray area: Raleigh, Jacksonville, Memphis, Des Moines, Denver, Billings, Seattle, and Medford, Oregon. You're all included at 90%. Let's see how much more we can expect across the entire country. 75% includes Chicago, Philadelphia, Miami, Amarillo, and you can still expect to see something. It's even if it's just 50%. El Paso, Houston, Southern California, New York, you're going to at least see 50% of the eclipse next week.